This story is sponsored by the Central Minnesota Federal Credit Union in Cold Spring.
Unless you correct it and you get out there and start playing the game like it's meant to play. A half of football, seniors, or you're going to pack the trunk. You understand? Right now, they think that they can beat you on your home field. That's what they think. You've got a half of football to prove them wrong. So we can either roll it in or we can start playing the game.
And with that said, let's start the second half. And the Spartans would fumble early on. They would recover it. And the Spartans' ability to recover their own fumbles was actually the key in this game, as weird as that sounds. And the ability to recover fumbles such as this on defense played just as big a role in the Spartans' victory. This is one of the strangest plays you'll see. The snap over the head. Olsen pitches it. Ball, whoop, keeps bouncing around. Sauk Rapids would eventually recover, but as you noticed before, Olsen lateraled it forward, which makes it an incomplete pass, and the Spartans would get the ball back. Alex Jungels, huge run off to the right side, picking up just huge yards after first contact, and that's what you look for in running backs is, can they hit the hole fast, and once they get that first contact, how many yards afterwards can they gain after that first contact? And the biggest play of the drive is the pass interference call. There comes the yellow hanky, and that would set up a first and goal for the Spartans. Olsen would eventually punch it in, and Felipe would miss his first PAT of the season. And here Alex Jungels just demolishes the quarterback along with Corey Crosby, and Joby Roush would hop on the ball, and the Spartans would have the ball again. And Schneider on his way to another 100-plus yard game for the Spartans, bruising Sauk Rapids Storm defenders left and right. And watch this nice cutback. And every time I watch this kid, he just amazes me how strong and how agile he is for just a 10th grader. And he'll punch it in there and give the Spartans an even bigger lead in the third quarter. 20-6 is your score, and the Spartans really listening to Coach Tyson and the coaching staff in the halftime locker room. And Brian Hansen, who had a couple drops early on in the first half, here with a huge catch, a phenomenal pass by Olsen. And this on 3rd and long, Olsen will get the ball up to Hansen, who gets tackled at the 1, and Alex Jungels punches it in. What a do, Alex. Just a phenomenal game for Alex Jungels. The senior leadership came up huge in tonight's contest. Nick Schneider would go out of the game with injuries to both his left and right ankle, and Brad Olsen would also go. He had something wrong with the tendons on the top of his left foot. Corey Crosby, a name that is becoming synonymous with quarterback sack for the Spartans, gets another one there. And Derek Isaachenk going to jump in front of the floater by the Sauk Rapids quarterback, and that would start to seal it up for the Spartans. Joby Roush getting congratulated on the sidelines as he did a number on the Sauk Rapids quarterback to force that interception. And the Spartans can really feel themselves advancing on in this game. And this is what the Spartans did for most of the fourth quarter. Handed off to Alex Jungels with the new quarterback in there for the Spartans. Sauk Rapids trying a little trick play, the double reverse flea flicker, and that would go for the touchdown onside kick. Always scary. Not when you got Brian Hansen, we'll call him Hands, as he jumps on that one. And the Spartans would just continually to run 2, 3, 4 minutes off the clock. And Adam Keese, just a nice defensive play there, and he's going to get another nice one to seal the game for the Spartans, as the pressure on the quarterback is too much, and Keese there for the interception. And that is how the game would end, 27-12 for the Spartans, as they will play Sartell on Saturday in the section semifinal game. It was definitely a very ugly game to watch, if we can say that time and time again. But the Spartans just managed to find somehow to win. And we'll take a look at our Spartan spotlight. Alex Jungels, number 15, the running back / linebacker, at 80 yards rushing, a touchdown, and 5 tackles. He was also just one of those people the Spartans can rely on all season long, and finally, now that he's healthy, they can look to him. Our stars of the game, Nick Schneider, 150 yards rushing, 2 TDs, and Tyler Hummerding. It's good to have Tyler back in the game. He is just the run stopper on that Spartan D. No one can get by him. Next game this Saturday in Sartell.
This story is sponsored by the Central Minnesota Federal Credit Union in Cold Spring. The credit union is proud to support the rich tradition of ROCORI athletics and the contribution it makes to student development. At the Central Minnesota Federal Credit Union, all ROCORI athletes are champions in our community.